There comes a moment in life when something inside us begins to whisper, a quiet invitation, a gentle awakening, a holy pause. And in that moment, we begin to realize that we have been carrying things that were never meant to stay on our shoulders forever. We carry expectations, we carry roles, we carry pressures, we carry the dreams others placed in our hands. We carry responsibilities that came from love, from habit, from duty, and from the desire to be enough for everyone around us. And little by little, without even noticing, the soul begins to feel crowded. But here is the beautiful truth. God never designed your heart to be a storage place for every weight that passes by. He never created you to walk through life overwhelmed by everything the world tries to place on you. He created you for peace. He created you for purpose. He created you for grace. He created you to walk with Him. Life is like a backpack. As the years go by, we place many things inside it. Some things are valuable. Some things teach us. Some things shape us. But some things were never truly ours. They were opinions, projections, demands, and burdens that arrived from outside and slowly settled inside us. And after a while, we get so used to carrying them that we forget to ask a simple question: does this truly belong to me? That question can change everything, because when you stop for a moment and open the backpack of your heart, you may find things that do not reflect the peace of God in you. You may find worries that were born from trying to control every outcome. You may find expectations that came from trying to please every voice. You may find silent pressure that came from believing you always had to be strong for everyone, available for everyone, and everything for everyone. But God, in His love, calls you back to something gentler. He calls you back to truth. He reminds you that your identity is not built by the demands around you. It is built by His love. You are not valuable because you carry the most. You are valuable because you are created by Him. You are not worthy because you satisfy every expectation. You are worthy because heaven knows your name. You are not called to live exhausted in spirit. You are called to live rooted in faith. Jesus spoke to hearts that were searching for peace. He offered rest. He offered closeness. He offered the kind of love that renews a person from the inside out. His presence was never about increasing the pressure of life. His presence was always about lifting the soul into a deeper place of trust. That is still true today. Christ invites you to breathe again, to trust again, to live again with a lighter heart. Maybe today is the day to stop and look inward with compassion, not with criticism, not with shame, but with honesty, tenderness, and prayer. What have you been carrying that came from fear instead of faith? What have you been carrying simply because it was handed to you? What have you kept inside your spirit because it became familiar, even though God has been gently showing you a better way? There is something sacred about release, not because you stop caring, but because you start trusting God more deeply. You begin to understand that you do not have to hold everything at once. You do not have to carry every answer. You do not have to preserve every expectation. You do not have to make room in your soul for every opinion that tries to define you. Some things belong in your hands, and some things belong in the hands of God. And when you finally give Him what was never yours to hold alone, something beautiful happens. Your spirit becomes lighter. Your thoughts become clearer. Your steps become steadier. Your faith becomes stronger. Because peace grows wherever trust begins. There is a special kind of freedom that comes when a person realizes they can walk through life with an open heart and open hands. Not clenched, not striving, not constantly trying to carry more than heaven ever asked them to carry. Just open, available to grace, available to peace, available to the voice of God. This is one of the most beautiful gifts of faith. Faith teaches us that we are never walking alone. Faith reminds us that God is near. Faith gives us the courage to release what has been draining our joy and to receive what strengthens our spirit. When your heart is too full of the weight of the world, it becomes harder to hear the gentle voice of God. But when you begin to make space again, something changes. You begin to notice His presence in simple things, in the morning light, in the stillness of prayer, in the kindness of a new day, in the quiet strength that rises inside you when you remember that the Lord is with you. And suddenly life does not feel like something you have to survive. It begins to feel like something sacred you are invited to live. God does not ask you to become smaller under pressure. He invites you to become stronger in love. He does not ask you to hide your heart beneath endless responsibility. He invites you to let your heart be renewed by His presence. He does not ask you to prove your worth through constant effort. He reminds you that your worth was already established by His love. That truth changes the way we walk, because when you know that you are loved by God, you begin to choose differently. You begin to carry differently. You begin to live differently. You start protecting the peace He planted in you. You start honoring the calling He placed in you. You start making room for joy, for wisdom, for rest, for clarity, and for hope. And that is not selfish. That is spiritual maturity. A heart that lives in peace can love more deeply. A soul that trusts God can serve more freely. A mind that rests in grace can create more beauty in the world. Imagine what happens when people stop living from inner heaviness and start living from divine peace. Families become warmer. Conversations become gentler. Communities become kinder. People become more patient, more compassionate, more present, and the world begins to reflect more of the light of Christ. This is how a better world begins. It begins in one heart at a time, one prayer at a time, one decision at a time, one person choosing to say, I will carry what God has entrusted to me, and I will place everything else into His loving hands. There is wisdom in that prayer, because not every burden is an assignment. Not every expectation is a calling. Not every pressure deserves space in your soul. Some things are meant to be released so that your life can become a clearer reflection of heaven's peace. Think of a traveler preparing for a long and meaningful journey. They do not fill their bag with everything available. They choose with intention. They carry what nourishes the road ahead. They bring what gives strength, what brings direction, what helps them move with freedom. Your soul is the same. It thrives when it carries hope. It flourishes when it carries gratitude. It rises when it carries faith. It shines when it carries love. It becomes steady when it carries trust in God. These are the treasures worth keeping. Prayer is worth keeping. Mercy is worth keeping. Joy is worth keeping. Purpose is worth keeping. The Word of God is worth keeping. The quiet assurance of Christ is worth keeping. These are the things that make your walk lighter and your life brighter. And maybe today, right now, this is your invitation to begin again, to breathe deeply, to look within, to welcome God into the hidden places of your heart, and to let Him show you what can stay and what can be lovingly released, because the life ahead of you is precious, and it deserves to be lived with peace. You were never meant to walk through this world carrying every voice, every demand, and every invisible weight that found its way to you. You were meant to walk with God. You were meant to live with a clear spirit. You were meant to move with purpose. You were meant to reflect light. You were meant to bring hope wherever you go. And when you walk with Christ, even ordinary days become sacred. A simple morning becomes a gift. A quiet prayer becomes strength. A kind word becomes healing. A peaceful heart becomes a testimony. This is the beauty of living close to God. He does not rush your healing. He does not force your process. He walks with you gently, patiently, lovingly, as you learn to let go of what no longer belongs in your inner life. He teaches you to trust. He teaches you to rest. He teaches you to live from abundance instead of pressure, from grace instead of performance, from hope instead of confusion, from faith instead of fear. And the more you walk with Him, the more you understand. You do not need to carry everything to have a meaningful life. You do not need to hold every outcome to have peace. You do not need to satisfy every voice to be enough. In God, you are already loved. In God, you are already seen. In God, you are already known. In God, your life already has value, beauty, and purpose. So today, open the backpack of your heart. Look inside with honesty. Look inside with grace. Look inside with the eyes of faith. Keep what brings you closer to God. Keep what strengthens your soul. Keep what aligns with peace, purpose, love, and truth. And then, with courage and trust, place everything else in the hands of the one who cares for you completely. Let your heart breathe again. Let your soul rise again. Let your steps become light again. Because a lighter spirit can see beauty more clearly. A peaceful heart can love more fully. A faith-filled life can inspire others more deeply. And this is how hope spreads. It spreads when one person chooses peace. It spreads when one family chooses grace. It spreads when one community chooses compassion. It spreads when people remember that the teachings of Christ are filled with mercy, renewal, love, and light. Our world becomes better when hearts become lighter. Our future becomes brighter when souls remember where true peace comes from. Our days become richer when we stop carrying what was never ours and start walking in the strength God provides. So let this be your reminder. You are allowed to walk lightly. You are allowed to choose peace. You are allowed to protect the sacred space of your heart. You are allowed to release what no longer fits the life God is calling you into. There is so much beauty ahead of you. There is so much purpose ahead of you. There is so much grace waiting to meet you in the days to come. Walk forward with hope. Walk forward with faith. Walk forward with joy. Walk forward with the quiet confidence that God is guiding your steps. And as you move into this new season of lightness, may your life become a message to the world. A message of peace. A message of healing. A message of faith. A message of hope. Because when a person chooses to walk with God instead of carrying everything alone, their whole life begins to shine differently. And maybe that is what the world needs most right now. More light, more grace, more faith. More hearts willing to trust God fully and live with open hands. So today, choose the lighter path. Choose the peaceful path. Choose the path where Christ walks beside you. And remember, the road ahead is beautiful. Your soul is precious. Your life has meaning. And with God, every step can become part of a brighter, kinder, more hopeful world.
I am gentle light, I am quiet peace. There is calm inside me that will never cease. I rest into the moment, I soften into trust. Steady stillness.